Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Do you all know what today is? I know you know. What's today? What is this day? This day of life. Today is happy Thursday. And I know I'm running a little late. Let me see what time it is. It is 15 after. Good morning, Mom. I see you. So glad you were able to stay up so late to catch my live. Again, before I get into our second chapter of the second half, which we'll be finishing this chapter this morning, and in that second chapter, it's called The Seven Faces of Intentions by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. Before we get started on this book, I just wanted to talk to everybody about a little something. And I wanted to say this because I kind of woke up a little late this morning and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm running a little late. And I started to rush just a bit and I had to stop and I had to slow myself down. I mean, if I'm going to be a few minutes late, I'm just going to be a few minutes late, right? I don't need to be all up in a panic. Not too many people are up this early in the morning to catch this live. A lot of people are watching it on the replay. But I just wanted to take a few minutes just to say two words. And those two words are just stop. Like seriously, just stop. You know, many of us are just waking up and the first thing we do when we open our eyes, we're going from 0 to 100, right? Is that what we should be doing the moment our eyes open? I mean, if you really think about it, we need to just stop. Did you even silently say thank you when your eyes open this morning? Or were you already planning on what you were going to make for dinner today, tonight, and it's only 4 a.m.? Like, for real. Just stop. Take a deep breath and just, it's okay. Even if you are rushing this morning, it's okay. Maybe you woke up late, kind of like I did. It's okay. It's okay to just take a moment and woosah. We don't have to go from 0 to 100 the moment our eyes open. It's not that serious. Or are you just rushing because you love your job so much and you can't wait to throw on your clothes and zip through the traffic this morning just to be caught at the same red light that I'm going to be at? And I know you see that. Every day we see people zipping through the traffic early in the morning, probably because they're late, just to be caught at the same red light. It's like, really, really, dude, you did all that just to be at the same red light as me? Just take a moment, breathe, and be thankful for one more day of life to get it right. That's how I see it. It's like, okay, darling, you have another day of life. You do something to get it right today. Take a moment and show an expression of gratitude. Because although you may not have opened your eyes and said thank you for another day of life, there's many people around this world that do every single day. However, they didn't get that opportunity today. They didn't wake up. They didn't get that one last moment or a moment to say thank you. They just simply did not wake up. So think about that for a moment. Just stop. Take a deep breath. Say thank you. You don't need to go rushing through your day from the moment your eyes will open. You just don't. Take your time. It's going to be okay. Use your mornings to prepare yourself before you have to enter this world. Just slow down. Just slow down. And no matter what you are facing today, no matter what challenges are thrown at you, you'll be a little more prepared because you stopped and you slowed down and you took a deep breath and you said, today is going to be my happy day. And once you proclaim that first thing in the morning, it doesn't matter what someone tells you, even if you are upset for 5 or 10 minutes, claim that it's going to be your happy day. And that's something I do. Today is Happy Thursday. It is going to be my happy day. If you choose to not make this your happy day, that's your business, but it's going to be my happy day. So let's go ahead and get started in chapter 2, the 7 faces of intention. And we went through the first 5 yesterday, so we're going to finish 6 and 7 today. Excuse me, my mouth is a little dry. We are going to finish 6 and 7 and then conclude with chapter 2. So let's begin. Okay, so let me take a look here. I was kind of pre-reading last night, so let me go back. Okay, so for those of you that didn't get a chance to watch the video yesterday, we went over the 7 faces. Well, we talked about the 7 faces of intention, but we've only covered the first 5. And the first one is entitled The Face of Creativity. The second was The Face of Kindness. The third, The Face of Love. The fourth, The Face of Beauty. And the fifth, The Face of Expansion. So today, this morning, we are going to be going over the face of unlimited abundance, as well as the face of receptivity. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you can hear me. And again, if you find value in the information that I am sharing with you, please take a moment to like, comment, and share. And if you're watching this on the replay, please hashtag replay to let me know that you are watching this video, because it is important to me to know who's watching and to know that I am at least providing some type of value for those who are taking their time to watch my video. And I do thank you. So let's go ahead and start with the 6th face of intention. And that is entitled Unlimited Abundance. Okay? So this says the 6th face of intention is an expression of something that has no boundaries, is everywhere at once, and is endlessly abundant. It's not just huge, it never stops. This marvelous gift of abundance is what you were created from. Thus, you too share this in the expression of your life. You're actually fulfilling the law of abundance. These gifts are given freely and fully to you, just as the air, the sun, the water, and the atmosphere that are provided in unlimited abundance for you. From the time of your earliest memories, you probably were taught to think in terms of limitations. My property starts here and yours starts over there. So we built fences to mark our boundaries, but ancient explorers gave us an awareness of the world as potentially endless. Even more ancient astronomers pushed back our belief about an immense dome-shaped ceiling hovering over the Earth. We've learned about galaxies that are measured in the distance light travels in a year. Science books that are only 2 years old are already outdated. Athletic records that supposedly demonstrate the limits of our physical powers are shattered with amazing regularity. What all this means is that there are no limits to our potential as people, as collective entities, and as individuals. This is true because we emanate from an unlimited abundance of intention. If the face of the power of intention is unlimited abundance, then we can know that our potential for manifestation and attracting anything into our lives is the same. Isn't that beautiful to know? The face of abundance has absolutely no limits. Imagine the vastness of the resources from which all objects are created. Then consider the one source that stands above all others. This would be your mind and the collective mind of humankind. Where does your mind begin and end? Have you ever thought about that? I've never thought about that. Where does your mind begin and end? That's interesting, right? Where is it located? Where is your mind located? We all say it's located here, but really, yeah, we have a brain, but really, where is your mind located? More importantly, where is it not located? These are questions I myself have never thought of. This is my first time reading this book, and I've never thought of those questions. So this is very interesting, and I'm really excited to be able to dig a little deeper into this book and learn something new. It is born with you, or it is present before your conception. Does it die with you? What color is it? What shape? The answer's in the phrase unlimited abundance. You were created from this very same unlimited abundance. The power of intention is everywhere. It is what allows everything to manifest, to increase, and to supply infinitely. Know that your connection to this life force and that you share it with everyone and all that you perceive to be missing. Open to the expansion of the face of unlimited abundance, and you'll be co-creating your life as you'd like it to be. As is so often true, the poet can express in a few short words what seems so difficult for us to grasp. Here is what Walt Whitman speaking to us in Song of Myself. As you read these lines, substitute the face of endless abundance for God to gain a flavor of what the power of intention is. So I'm going to read here what the writings or the speakings of Walt Whitman. And he says, I hear and behold God in every object, yet understand God is in the least. I see something of God each hour of the 24 and each moment then. In the faces of men and women I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and every one is signed by God's name. I leave them where they are, for I know that wherever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. You do not have an intellectual understanding, and you don't have to have an intellectual understanding. It's enough to silently know and proceed to live with your awareness of this face of endless abundance that come from God, or in this book is referred to as intention. So number 7, the headline is the face of receptivity. This is how I imagine the seventh phase, the receptive phase of intention. It's simply receptive to all. No one and no thing is rejected by the receptive phase of intention. It welcomes everyone and every living thing without judgment, never granting the power of intention to some and then withholding it from others. The receptive phase of intention means, to me, that all nature is waiting to be called into action. We only need to be willing to recognize and receive. Intention can't respond to you if you fail to recognize it. If you see chance and coincidence governing your life and the world, then the universal mind of intention will appear to you as nothing but an amalgamation of forces devoid of any order or power. Simply put, to be unreceptive is to deny yourself access to the power of intention. In order to utilize all exclusive receptivity of intention, you must produce within yourself an intelligence equal in affinity to the universal mind. You must not only become receptive to having guidance available to you to manifest your human intentions, but you must be receptive to giving this energy back into the world. As I've said many times in speeches and earlier writings, your job is not to say how, it's to say yes. Yes, I'm willing. Yes, I know the power of intention is universal and it's denied to no one. The face of receptivity smiles on me as what I need flows to me from the source, and the source is receptive to my tapping in to it to co-create books, speeches, videos, audios, and anything else that I've been fortunate enough to have on my resume. By being receptive, I'm in harmony with the power of intention of the universal creative force. This works in so many different ways. You'll see the right people magically appearing in your life, your body healing, and if it's something that you want, you'll even discover yourself becoming a better dancer, card player, or athlete. The fields of intention allows everything to emanate into form, and its unlimited potential is to build into all that has manifested even before its intentional birth pangs were even being expressed. In this chapter, you've read about my concept of the 7 phases of intention. They're creative, kind, loving, beautiful, ever-expanding, endlessly abundant, and receptive to all. And you can connect to this alluring field of intention. Here are 5 suggestions you can implement now to put into practice the essential message in this chapter. So we're going to go over these next 5, the 5 suggestions on how you can implement these ideas found in this last portion of this chapter. All right, so it's number 1. It says, visualize the power of intention. Invite your visualization of the fields of energy, which is the power of intention, to appear in your mind. Now we all know what visualization is. You close your, it's like daydreaming. It's like thinking about things that you would like to have or do, or seeing things just coming into fruition, something that you've been praying for, manifesting, or trying to attract, and you finally see it coming into fruition, but your eyes are closed or open, and you can see it. You can just already see it. So that is visualization. When you can see it, whether it's in your daydream, whether it's in your reality, it's something that you can already see. Be receptive to what appears to you as you're visualizing. Your concept of this field of energy, pay attention to that. Even though you know it's invisible, close your eyes and see what images you receive. Recite these 7 words that represent the 7 faces of intention. creative, kind, loving, beautiful, expanding, abundant, and receptive. Memorize these 7 words and use them to bring you to harmony with the power of intention as you visualize it. Visualize being creative. Visualize being kind. Visualize being loving and beautiful and expanding and abundant and receptive. Remind yourself that when you feel or behave inconsistently with these 7 phases of intention, you have disconnected from the power of intention. Allow the 7 words to decorate your visualization of the power of intention and notice the shift in your perspective as you regain your connection to it. Be reflective is number 2. A mirror reflects without distortion. Excuse me. Let me read that over. A mirror reflects without distortion or judgment. Consider being like a mirror and reflect what comes into your life without judgment or opinions. Be unattached to all who come into your life by not demanding that they stay, go, or appear at your whim. Discontinue judging yourself or others for being too fat, too tall, too ugly, too anything, okay? Just as the power of intention accepts and reflects you without judgment or attachment, try to be the same with what appears in your life like a mirror. Number 3, accept beauty. This suggestion includes expecting kindness and loving along with beauty to be in your life by deeply loving yourself, your surroundings, and by showing reverence for all life. There's always something beautiful to experience wherever you are. Right now, look around you, just everywhere, look around you and select beauty as your focus. This is so different from habitually being alert for ways to feel hurt, angry, offended. Expecting beauty helps you to perceive the power of intention in your life. Number 4, meditate on appreciation. Cherish the energy that you share with all living things, all living beings, now and in the future. Feel the surge of life force that allows you to think, sleep, move about, digest, and even meditate. The power of intention responds to your appreciation of it. The life force that's in your body is key to what you desire. As you appreciate your life force as a representative of the power of intention, a wave of determination and knowing surges through you. The wisdom of your soul, as it responds to your meditation on appreciation, assumes command and knows every step that it must be taken. Number 5, banished doubt. When doubt is banished, abundance flourishes and anything is possible. That's very important. We can sit here all day long, we can meditate, pray, and do all these things, but if we don't honestly and truly believe it, and we have even just the slightest of doubt, we're wasting our time. Why are we even meditating and praying if we're going to doubt what we're even praying for or meditating on? Give me one moment. Very important not to doubt. We have to believe and know. So, when doubt is banished, abundance flourishes and anything is possible. We all tend to use our thoughts to create the world we choose. If you doubt your ability to create the life you intend, then you're refusing the power of intention. Even when nothing seems to indicate that you're accomplishing what you desire in your life, refuse to entertain doubt. Remember, the trolley strap of intention is waiting for you to float up and be carried along. Shakespeare declared, "Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by referring to attempt." And Ramana Maharshi observed, doubts arise because of an abundance of surrender. You may well choose to doubt what others say to you or what you experience with your senses, but banish doubt when it comes to knowing that a universal force of intention designed you and got you here. Don't doubt your creation from a field of energy that's always available to you. In the following chapter, I offer what may seem to you to be unusual methods for polishing the connection link between you and this enthralling energy field we're calling intention. So I'm just going to check time here really quick. And I know I got started a little late to this morning, but I am going to end it here. This is the conclusion of chapter 2. And tomorrow in chapter 3, we will be talking about connecting to intention and these ways that in Dr. Wayne's book, he referenced it here. These, let me see, where is it here? Oh, his unusual methods. So we will be learning in chapter 3 these unusual methods of the power of intention and how we can connect to it. And just to kind of recap what we talked about in chapter 2, the 7 phases of intention. So number 1, creative. Creating on an environment that is compatible to your needs. Number 2, being kind. Choose to be kind is a choice. Number 3, loving, and that is the most powerful. Number 4, beautiful. Number 5, expanding. Number 6, abundant. And number 7, receptive. And in the book, he encourages us to memorize these, pray with these, meditate with these, memorize them so that we can stay in these 7 phases of intention. So I thank you all for being here this morning. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, #replay. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, type them down in the comments. I would love to hear what your feedback is. Again, from how I started, stop, slow down, give thanks for another day of life because someone didn't wake up today and have that opportunity, okay? Slow down. We don't need to be going from 0 to 100 the moment our eyes open, taking on all that extra anxiety and stress for something that's not even occurring in this moment. So think about that today. What is your focus? What is going to be today's intention for you? I know what it is for me, but what is it going to be for you? And keep that in your mind today. Keep those thoughts in your mind throughout the entire day. What is today's intention for you? And I hope and I wish, and I'm sending you lots of love, joy, and happiness on this happy, happy, happy Thursday, that you have an amazing day. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you and have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 a.m.